So you can go ahead and scoot forward so that your feet are flat, and rather than sitting back, your spine is upright, nice and tall. You can either rest your hands in your lap or by your sides. And we'll take a few moments with eyes closed or just a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And begin to slow down your breath. Inhaling until your lungs are full. And exhaling until you're empty. And one goal we can have for this practice, very simple yet somewhat challenging, is to keep the breath slow and steady throughout the whole practice. And you may notice that when your mind wanders, your breath will probably go back to something more natural, a little more shallow, perhaps quicker. And so anytime you notice that your mind has wandered, come back and slow down and deepen your breath again. And that could be like an anchor for your attention. You can open your eyes, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's start with some neck stretches. We'll start by turning the head as far as we can one way. And then as far as you can the other way. Go back the first way. And then back the other way. Come back to center. Now drop one ear over to one shoulder. As you do this, drop through the opposite shoulder as much as you can. You might even reach through your fingers. So you're looking for a stretch on one side of your neck. Keeping the rest of the spine tall right up to the base of the neck. And then rotate your chin to your chest. And come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through the other side. Let's rotate chin to chest. Come over to the first side and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles, watching as the sensation moves from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Let's interlace fingers behind the head and then let your elbows hang towards the floor. Feeling the weight of the arms dropping through the back of the head, stretching the back of the neck. And then release your arms down, head floats back up, and we'll lift the shoulders up and then roll them back and down. Do this a few times. Up and back and down. One more big circle. Let's take the right arm up now. Bend your arm so you're touching the same shoulder. And then grab your elbow and take it as far back as you can. So you're stretching your upper arm, still feeling your sit bones into the chair, lengthening up through the top of the head. Slow, deep breaths. And then release, right arm back up. Open it out to the side. And then take it across your body, and we're going to hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. Release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, and then wrap your arm around behind your back. See if you can thread it all the way around so the back of your hand is at your waist or going in that direction. Interlace your fingers at your waist and pull your knuckles around towards the front just as much as you can. You're just going to your limits. Elbows go towards one another as if they're going to touch. They're probably not going to touch, but just go in that direction. And then circle your right shoulder. Keeping your fingers interlaced, reach both arms back. Try and roll the shoulders back, lift your chest, and either stay upright or fold forward. And folding might be just dropping your head, or you could fold all the way over your lap, maybe reaching your arms up and away from your back. And again, you're just going to your limits. You don't have to have more mobility than you have or be able to do things you can't do, just working with your body. And then release, come up. Couple big shoulder circles. Up and back and down. Let's take the other side now. Left arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow, and then take it back as far as you can. So in our day-to-day movement, we're moving in a certain range. And our bodies have a whole lot of range that you may not get to daily. So here we're trying to get to all the places. If you haven't moved this way in a while, it may feel tight. That would be normal. Let's release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, and then hook with the other arm, hug it in close. So when you feel something that's tight, rather than thinking there's something wrong, it's a time to celebrate. Oh good, I found what I'm looking for. We want to get to those tight places so that we have a chance of opening them up. If you keep avoiding what's tight, it will just get tighter, unfortunately. Let's release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top. Probably cross your fingers the same way each time, so opposite way. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. You can stay upright or fold any amount. And then release, come up. Few big shoulder circles. Up and back and down. Let's take both arms out to the side now. Flex your palms. So pull your fingers up towards the ceiling and back towards your body as much as you can. Push out through the base of your hand. You might even feel a little tingling through the forearms. And then curl from fingertips down as much as you can in towards your wrist. Keep reaching out. And then a couple of big wrist circles, flexing and stretching all the little muscles of the forearm. Go in both directions. And then release the arms down. Let's take the right arm up and over for a side bend. Reaching out past the fingers, and your left hand can support you wherever it makes sense. If you have something on some part of the chair. And then circle your right arm back behind you, reaching as far back as you can. Trying to get to your full range of motion. One more big one. Come up and over to the other side. Left arm up and over. Big reach out. And then circle your arm back behind you as far back as you can. Take one more big one. And then back up. Let's take a twist. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, and your right hand can reach for some part of the chair behind you, wherever you can reach. As you inhale, sit even taller. As you exhale, rotate more, looking back over your shoulder. Keep looking for more length and little deeper twist. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the opposite way, looking over the other shoulder like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch sides. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand to the floor, chair behind you. As you inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Breath by breath, see what's possible. A little more height, a little deeper twist. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then release back around to the front. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee for a figure 4 hip stretch. So for your supporting leg, try and have your foot in line with your knee, in line with your hip. And this right knee might be high. You're dropping it down as much as you can. We're going to go towards a straight, long spine and then towards folding. So as you go towards those things, you're going to meet your edge where you meet it. You don't need to be able to fold more than you can fold. Use your hands or elbows to support you in the way that feels right for you. Hopefully this is bringing a stretch to your right outer hip. Go ahead and sit back upright Extend that leg forward and then flex and point your foot a few times. Deep flex, full point, and then a few big ankle circles. Getting to the full range of motion, both directions. And then same thing, other side. Left ankle crosses above the right knee. Sit tall. And then fold any amount. And you don't have to be rigid about a flat back, just not rounding, going towards flat as you go towards folding. Slow, deep breaths. Let's go ahead and sit upright, extend your leg forward, flex and point. Circle, a couple big circles, both directions. And then release. So let's go ahead and sit back into the chair. You can rest your back. And we'll do a little self-facial massage. So if you have glasses on or something on your face, you can take that off. And we're going to start by rubbing the palms together and getting some heat and energy in the hands. And then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light. This is a great technique for tired eyes. If you spend a lot of time looking at a screen or looking close up, eye muscles can get overworked. So palming, placing your palms over the eyes, can be great for helping your eyes relax. If you've ever closed your eyes to go to sleep and the eyes are fluttery, taking a few moments to do this can help them relax. And then keeping eyes closed and relaxed, bring your fingertips to the center of the forehead and start to rub from the center of the forehead towards the temples. And you can keep coming back to the center and spreading towards the sides of the face using your fingertips or thumbs. Good firm pressure. If you find a place that's tender, you might hold it with steady pressure or little circles. And then bring your fingertips to either side of the nose, pressing into the sinus area. Pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. Feeling your cheekbone and working along the cheekbone until you get to where your jaw connects to your skull. So right around your ear, you might open and close your mouth, feeling how that hinge joint works. All around there can be quite tight, especially if you clench your teeth or grind your teeth. The jaw muscle is one of the strongest muscles in the human body. It can be quite tight. So just giving a little rub to all those tight muscles, finding those little pressure points. Could give your earlobes a little squeeze or pull. And then working along your jawline towards your chin, giving the chin a pinch or press. And then you can take the heels of the hands, make a couple big circles into the cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. And then just smooth over your face. Imagine you just washed your face and you're wiping away the water, wiping away any last bit of tension. You can shake it out of your hands. You may want to finish with a little rub for your own forearms and hands. They can be overworked. And just check in with the rest of your body. Is there anything else that's needed before you settle into stillness for a few moments of relaxation? So making any little adjustments you might need, sitting back into your chair, finding a comfortable position for your hands in your lap or arms by your sides. You can let go of the control of your breath, just allowing your breathing to be natural again. And just a few moments of not doing anything. Nothing to accomplish, nowhere to get. You can slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles and take a big yawning stretch out through your arms. Scoot back towards the front of your chair, sitting tall again. We'll bring hands to prayer position. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for chair yoga.